What a wonderful day to celebrate this event, a plaque unveiling. Thank you so much for being with us today. Special thank you to the instrumental music kids. Our vocal music students will sing at the conclusion of this program, and our culinary arts kids have catered this event and prepared refreshments for you at the conclusion of this event. So very special thank you to all of those students that were involved in that. We have some special introductions to make this morning, and it is my pleasure to introduce our superintendent, Dr. John Garcia.
Thank you, Mr. Harris. Okay. Thanks, Mr. Harris. I'd like to introduce our Board of Education members that are with us today. Board President, Mr. Don LaPlante. Vice President, Mr. Willie Gutierrez. Clerk, Mr. Todd Corin. Member, Mrs. Bobby Samperi. Member, Nancy Swenson. Member, Martha Sotatani. And our final member, Mr. Mark Morris, couldn't be here with us this afternoon, but sends his regards and best wishes. And I'd like to, at this time, Mr. Harris, would you like me to turn it over to you, back to you? Oh, thank you. Oh, and we also have a special guest with us, our former superintendent, recently retired, Dr. Wendy Doty.
I'm going to invite the president of the board, Mr. Don LaPlante, to address us today and to share a number of thoughts about the Distinguished School designation and some important people that have been involved in supporting the outstanding education here at Warren High School.
Good afternoon. It's my honor as president of the Board of Education of the Downey Unified School District to be here today to congratulate all of those here at Warren High School on this great accomplishment of becoming a California Distinguished School. It's also a special honor to do so as a member of the class of 1972. Downey is a special community. Downey is different from the other communities that surround it for many reasons, and it's not just because we have freeways on every side. It's the people who live in Downey now and the families and students who have lived in Downey for over the last 50 to 75 years. Parents and families have come to Downey for the quality of public services, like those fire trucks going by, and the police, and the schools. Parents come to Downey to provide a better life and a better education for their kids. In the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, thanks to North American Aviation, Rockwell, and then Boeing, there were many kids in this town who could literally say, without lying, that their father or mother was a rocket scientist. They built vehicles that went into space. This community sent men to the moon and men and women into the space shuttle. We've had some great people living in this community and provided great service to our schools. 3 members of our board, myself, Mrs. Samperi, and Mrs. Swenson, are Warren High School graduates. And a majority of our board are district graduates. All of us, yeah, somebody was from Downey. All of our board members are longtime residents of our community, committed to providing a first-class education to every student in the district. Mr. Gutierrez here is a virtual interloper. He's only lived in the community for like 25 years. Our retired superintendent, Dr. Doty, served for us for 30 years, and our new superintendent, Dr. Garcia, went through elementary, middle, and high school in the district. Well, he went to the other high school. We'll forgive him for that. And this commitment to the community extends to the administrators, teachers, and classified staff of the school district. There are literally dozens, if not hundreds, of employees in this school district who went to Downey schools and or who currently live in our community. In fact, many of the teachers who went to school in Downey teach here at Warren. I also want to recognize a distinguished member of our community who has personally, through her foundation and her personal efforts, helped support the many programs on this campus that helped the school win the award. Dr. Mary Stauffer. there's the other board member, the one that went to Downey, Mr. Morris. Probably forgot which school to go to. Dr. Stauffer has been a resident of our community for nigh on 70 years. She made donations of over $75,000 that contributed directly to winning the Physical Activity and Nutrition Award, including the initial purchase of equipment for the Cardio Aerobics Fitness Lab, funding for the Physical Fitness Initiatives, and for the Dr. Floyd Stauffer Awards of Scholar Athletes. She also contributed over $100,000 towards training and equipment for Project Lead the Way engineering program and equipment support for the culinary arts program that are part of our career and technical program. Thank you, Dr. Stauffer, for those and so many other contributions you make to our community. To quote from the state regulations, here's what it means to be a California Distinguished School. The 2013 California Distinguished School Program directly focuses on the right of California students to an equitable and rigorous education and recognizes those schools that have made progress in narrowing the academic achievement gap. To apply for Distinguished School Honors, schools must meet a variety of eligibility criteria, including accountability measures. Once the schools are deemed eligible, the California Department of Education invites them to apply to be recognized as a California Distinguished School. The application process consists of a written application, which includes a comprehensive description of 2 of the signature practices of the school, a county-led site validation review process, and then finally approval from the State Superintendent of Public Instruction. This year, there are approximately 100 high schools selected as a California Distinguished School out of the over 1,500 public high schools in California. This year, there were 3 special additional recognitions that a California Distinguished High School could be awarded. Warren High was one of 7 in the state to receive recognition for its exemplary arts program, which includes our wonderful visual and the performing arts programs you've already heard and we'll hear a little later today. Warren High School was only one of 2 in the state to be awarded for our exemplary physical activity and nutrition program, and Warren High School is the only one in the state to receive recognition for its career and technical education programs, such as our Project Lead the Way engineering program, culinary arts, video production, animation, construction technology, and the wonderful way our CTE programs work with the school's academic program. And thus, the only high school in the state of California to win the California Distinguished School Award this year and all of the extra recognitions that were offered. Clearly, this makes Warren High School one of the best schools in the state. We hope to get our State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Tom Torlickson, whose office manages and awards these programs, out here to visit Warren in the fall so we can see what the best high school in the state looks like. So just before I invite everybody up to unveil the plaques, this is my big shot, Mr. Harris. Homework passes for everyone here. Double homework passes for the band. My one shot at giving away homework passes. Okay, administrators, you heard it. It's legit when they say it tomorrow. So at this time, I'd like to invite the members of the board up here, along with Superintendent Garcia, Dr. Doty, and the Warren High School administration to unveil these tangible symbols of Warren High School's recognition as the 2012 California Distinguished School. All right. Come on. Come on.
This afternoon, this concludes our plaque unveiling ceremony. Thank you so much for being with us.